What's good everyone, it's Zigzag here, welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Today I've got a real treat for you, especially if you've never seen this map before. We're going to be playing a totally normal zoom world, which is a map where the image is always super zoomed in to the point where it's really hard to tell where you are. And the result of this map being so hard is that I've played it a lot of times and I've never gotten a 20,000 score, which is kind of the benchmark for a good game. So obviously it's going to involve getting the right continent every single time, which is actually really difficult on this map. Okay guys, before we get into it, if you could give the video a like, that would really help me out in the algorithm. Also do subscribe if you are so inclined as well. But I say let's get straight into it here. Obviously we're playing no moving, panning or zooming on this map, and let's see what we are met with on today's episode. So I really hope that we can get that 20k today. I really hope that that would be the case. This feels more Asian to me, but really we're just looking at some grass. So this is a perfect example of the kind of dilemma you're faced with on this map. I thought of Philippines, but it's probably just Colombia. Every time on this map that I say it's Philippines, it's Colombia, and vice versa. We'll try it this time, and okay, it was actually just in Cambodia, not a bad guess. Obviously, anything less than 4,000 points, we want to restart, because 4,000 points is the average we need for 20,000. And here we have another example. This time, the camera's a little bit lower quality, so I think it might be Generation 2, so probably likely to be Europe or Canada or something like that. And the trees feel rather European, so I was thinking of trying like Sweden or Finland here. Might try Finland, let's go for that. And wow, 100 kilometers away. Actually a really good region guess in Finland as well. Can't deny that that was a little bit lucky, but hey, we'll take it. 4,700 points is a great result. Okay, next one here is certainly gettable, What came to mind immediately is Mexico or Brazil. Or, yeah, I think Mexico or Brazil are both most likely here. What is the most likely of either, though? Looking at this kind of tree here kind of reminded me of Brazil, but this kind of like dry hill in the background reminded me of Mexico. I could also even see like something like Sardinia or something like that, maybe Spain as well. But I think I'll go for Mexico here, a little bit further north somewhere, Zacatecas kind of region here. Yeah, not too confident, but I'll give it a go. And it was actually in Portugal. Okay, so it makes sense. So obviously we have to abandon that game, even though it was so nice. When you get that few points, you can't get 20,000. Okay, so next one here, not very forgiving. It looks a lot like that last one we had in Cambodia, but I would maybe think of Japan here. I don't know why, but I'm going to try Kyushu, and it ends up being in Ecuador there. So 0 points, obviously, or 1 point, not good enough for the purposes. We'd have to get perfect scores after that. Next one here. Wow, we've just been getting trees here. This is really difficult. We haven't had anything forgiving so far. And this also feels Asian, though. I was thinking like southern Thailand or Malaysia or something like that, so I'll kind of just go northern Malaysia here, and it ends up being in South Carolina. Can you believe it? So, wow, it's not normally this hard. Normally you do at least get some buildings or something like that. This is much more of a reasonable round. I would say this is probably somewhere in Ecuador, I think. We got a round concrete pole and like some houses that certainly could be Asian as well, but did kind of remind me of, you know, somewhere in Ecuador here. So I was thinking of guessing maybe more in the Amazon side. I'm actually not too sure, so maybe I'll just click in the middle. No, yeah, I'm gonna go in the middle here. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, it was actually southern Colombia there, but no right country, but alright. 24,200, it's good. Next one here reminds me of Malaysia. We've got a pole. Unfortunately, we can't see the top of it. If we could see the top of it, I could know for sure. We've got a white sticker or something on here, which often indicates Borneo for Malaysia, although it is quite rare. If it's there, I would say Sabah. So let's just give it a go, see if we're correct at all about that. Ends up being, yeah, 4,000 points exactly. That's exactly what we want. Great. Okay, next one here. Feeling European, I would say. Might just try like Latvia or Estonia here. Couldn't really give you a good reason, but kind of gave me that vibe, so I'll give it a go. And it was actually in Japan that time, so yeah. I mean, it was a good start, but obviously that's not going to do if we want to get 20,000 points. Next one here. Ooh, what are we looking at here? Not entirely sure. Trees do not feel too tropical. It feels like it might be a bit of a colder climate, but we don't see any mountains or anything like that. And it is very green. So maybe like northern Argentina could make sense here. I'll give it a go, why not? And it is actually in Nigeria, so that kind of makes sense. Not fully tropical, but definitely quite tropical. And the next one here is impossible. Surely this is impossible. What if we got an insane guess here? We have a lot of little blurs, but I don't think it's actually Lithuania. I thought of Japan again. Let's go Tokyo, Japan here. And it was actually in Hong Kong, so all things considered, relatively similar countries there, but yeah, nothing good on the score front, unfortunately. Okay, this one is much more forgiving, more like it. So we've got a guardrail with the flat edges, and these guardrails can only be found in some countries and not others. So for example, in Germany, you have them, in Poland, you have them, in Serbia, you have them. I would say if we're out on a big highway like this, that that Poland is quite likely here, I think. Could still be Germany as well, but I think it might be Generation 3 camera. So I'm going to go in Łódź here and see if we're at all correct. And it is a good guess. There we go, near Krakow there, so 4.4k. Next one here is also doable. Feels like maybe northern France, southern England, something like that. Ooh, the bin is very like... I mean, it reminds me of the one we have in Australia, so I wonder if this is maybe Britain for that reason. Could also be Ireland as well, so maybe I should hedge between. But this roof feels more like French or British to me than Irish, I think. Normally you'd have maybe a black roof in Ireland, so I'm thinking of going Southampton here and hoping for the best, but hopefully it's not like somewhere way further over in Europe. And it was actually near Cardiff, though. That's a great result, 4.6k. This could be the seed. Okay, next one here is also achievable. It feels like... maybe Serbia or something like that. I could see, ooh, Greece? Maybe it's Generation 2, so maybe it would be Greece here. Kind of feels Balkan. We've got a small hill in the background, which could fit for Greece. Yeah, I would say it fits relatively nicely here. So somewhere not too mountainous, maybe around Thessaloniki could make a lot of sense. Maybe near Athens. I'll hedge Thessaloniki here. And it ends up being Italy. Okay, still doable with the right scores here. So we need some really nice ones from here on in. Yeah, so this one looks like Italy again, maybe? Could it be even Chile? I'm not too sure. This feels kind of strange. Or maybe Croatia? I think it might be Croatia, actually. The fence looks very South American, but I think with these poles and these trees that probably something like Croatia or Italy makes more sense here. I'm going to try Croatia because of the winter coverage, although this could easily be Italy as well. And it was actually in Romania. So we're going to get a good score here. Actually, no, we can still, if we get a perfect score here, we can get that 20,000. So what is it going to be? This would have to be incredibly lucky if we're going to pull it off on this round. I would say maybe, wow, what are we even looking at? I don't even know what this is, to be honest. Is it a roof of some kind? Maybe Japan? No. Maybe, I thought of Buenos Aires for some reason. Is that at all possible here? I had that hunch, so let's just try it. It's not going to be correct. Where is it actually going to be? It ends up being near Singapore, in Riau, in Sumatra there. So 1 point, we get 15,000. Not a bad score, to be sure. Need lots of Europe. I think lots of Europe is definitely the key to a good score. But that really could have been it. That could have been it with a relatively easy last round. But okay, this looks like Asia, surely. Could still be Colombia or Ecuador or something, but I am kind of leaning maybe even Singapore is possible here, maybe. Or maybe this lamp almost feels like a Taiwan, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to hedge at Singapore here. Is that silly? I don't know. Yeah, it's just southern India. Okay, very, very difficult round. I don't think that's really gettable. It's just some trekker. Okay, next one here. This one is a really interesting round, so let me run you through my thought process here. We've got these flat signposts, which you normally find in like Spain and France, I think, in Europe are the countries that use it most. We also have these green bollards, though, which I thought were actually from Andorra, but this appears probably to be Generation 4 coverage, and I don't think Andorra has any Gen 4. So I would say it's northern Spain then, right? If maybe we have these Andorran bollards, I might go near Andorra, but I could be remembering them incorrectly. Maybe they are just Spanish. But I'll go here, and let's hope for the best here. Ends up being a good guess, near Bilbao, so 3.8k is fine. Next one here feels like maybe Chile. I would say Chile here. Kind of big green hill in the background. We've got like some, like, fairly southern looking trees, so I'll go near Puerto Montt here, kind of Temuco region. Ends up being actually Peru. Wow. I kind of thought I was correct there, but now that I know it was Peru, I can understand why it would be there. Okay, next one here, maybe just somewhere in Indonesia. I'll just go for Java here. Ends up being in Ghana. Yeah, really not quite gettable when it's only the trees and leaves unless I see some specific plant. Okay, we've got like a pavement that looks quite European here. Thought of Spain or Portugal or something fairly Mediterranean here, surely, with these kinds of trees. Maybe even southern France. Could hedge at southern France, but obviously we want a good score. Ooh, we got actually a yellow and white curb here. Maybe this is Israel. Yellow and white curb, or Turkey. I think it's Turkey. I think that makes the most sense with a yellow and white curb. So, maybe somewhere here near the Mediterranean. And whoa, what a guess! 120 kilometers away. That's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Very happy with that guess. Okay, next one here is feeling quite impossible, which is sad. But where to go? We may as well go somewhere that makes sense, and I would say maybe that something on Sumatra again could work here. If we were like in the center of Sumatra, maybe? Ah, just another Hong Kong. Yeah, I don't think man, I just don't know how I could think of Hong Kong. Like, even if I know it makes sense, it's just such a small place. Anyway, I think this is Ukraine. Looks very Ukrainian. Could be Russia, but I'm thinking of northern Ukraine near Kiev here. And it ends up being near Kiev indeed. Really good guess. Okay, moving on. Next one. Probably Bulgaria. Kind of a southern... Ooh, is it though? We've got like a squared off pole here. So maybe it's actually... I would say it's actually probably going to be Kyrgyzstan. We've also got what appears to be a mountain in the background, so that would definitely make sense. And this tree feels like quite a warm climate. And, you know, obviously Kyrgyzstan gets cold, but I'm pretty sure during the summer it would be fairly warm and support a tree like that. So, where makes sense? I would say Bishkek. We've got the mountain to the south, so maybe in one of these suburbs down here. What if we actually got this? Let's go in Tashdobul here. And yeah, we're pretty close. That's not too bad. Okay, 4.3. Next one here. We're looking at the ocean. Oh, goodness. Where do they have the ocean, guys? Where do I go here? Maybe Greenland could make sense here. Think I might try that. You get a lot of boat coverage and stuff like that, so why don't we try it here? And it was actually, yeah, American Samoa. Not really gettable there, guys, unfortunately, but we had a really good start, so we have to take the small wins. Eventually, we're going to get that 5-round combination that gets us over the line. I think this is actually Kyrgyzstan again. Similar kind of vibe to the last one. This time I'll go near the lake again, actually. So the last one, I'm going to go in the same spot, because why not? The creator might have put like a couple in a row. So let's go here, and okay. This time it's completely different, but we still get enough points, so that's good. This is like, ooh, I thought of like South Africa or Botswana here for some reason. That's probably wrong, but the big fence would make sense. Man, I'm struggling to shake that suspicion. Where's the sun? The sun seems to be more to the north, so that would make sense. Okay, starting to believe. What would make sense here? Maybe, I don't know. I thought of even, this would be a crazy guess. It was actually Kasane. That would be insane. I don't think so, because I think the border there is actually just a river instead. I'm going to try, Botswana's probably too dry, apart from that specific area. Gaborone? Maybe. I'll try Gaborone. Don't really believe this would be correct. Where could it actually be true? Maybe near Eswatini. Maybe Eswatini itself. I'll try Eswatini instead. Okay, what a guess, man. 59 kilometers away. Hey, that is kind of a crazy guess. I think I'll have to pat myself on the back there. And hey, this one's also gettable. Because look, we've got this sign here with the nut here and the nut here. And that would probably indicate that it is bolted the same way that a Colombian cross is, with the cross on the back. So a Colombian sign has this cross on the back, and I think Colombian cross makes the most sense here. So it feels fairly dry as well. So I thought of maybe quite a bit north or quite a bit south. Maybe somewhere up here. I really hope it's not the south or something. Obviously, it would be safe to click in the middle, but yeah, I'm just going to click in the middle, actually. And yeah, we would have been a bit closer, but that's still pretty good. 4.2. Okay, we're actually making our way here. Ooh. Do we try something crazy here? Hong Kong, Taiwan, American Samoa. Kind of gave me Taiwanese vibes, can't lie. Okay, I might try that. Not super confident here, but can make sense, I think, with this vegetation. So let's give it a go. Oh, what a guess, dude. This is a crazy game. If I get this, then I gotta get my flowers. So let's see what the last round is. Oh, it's gettable. Oh, it's Brazil. Oh, we did it. I think we did it. We only need... Dude, this is gonna be a crazy score. Okay, let's lock in here. It's southern Brazil. These rolling hills, very green. Trees also feel southern. This has to be, like, for my money, Parana, Sao Paulo, or something weird nearby those two states. So I think Sao Paulo just makes sense here, with a lot of agriculture. Might go near the Santa Catarina border, or like on the Parana border here, because it often looks like that there as well. Let's take this victory, guys. Look at that. I mean, it was actually a bit further in Parana, 22,000 points. Holy moly. First off, the Eswatini was absolutely crazy. Secondly, the Taiwan was just mind-boggling. I have no idea how I did that. So I must have recognized those red flowers somehow. Okay, the Kyrgyzstan was good. The Colombia was good, good bit of logic, and then the Brazil was essentially as easy as it gets on this map. So wow. Well, guys, that is not quite long enough for a normal video. So now I'm gonna do some 10-second no moving, panning, or zooming rounds, maybe even 5 seconds, and just see if I can get anything insane here. So let's see in 5 seconds if any totally normal zoom world rounds can happen for us here. I would say Philippines on this one, maybe. And it is Mexico. Classic toss-up between South America and Philippines. Okay, this one should be somewhere in South Africa. Yeah, just kind of click central here. Ends up being a good guess near Joburg. Okay, so immediately starting off well there. Next one, Russia, maybe? Southern Russia? Something like that. And, okay, it was actually Russia, Novosibirsk, so we're on a 2-country streak at least. Definitely look like Russian architecture. This is like maybe Bangladesh with this kind of trees to the side of the road. Actually, just India. Okay, interesting. So more India trekker there, but definitely had that vibe. This is impossible. We'll try like southern Japan maybe. And it was actually, yeah. I said it was impossible for a reason. Didn't really have anything come to mind. Ends up being the Azores Islands there. So right latitude, I suppose, but not really much else there. And the last one here is confusing. I would say maybe Argentina, like quite southern or something like that here though. And it ends up being Mongolia, which often looks like Argentina on no moving, panning, or zooming. So 8,000 points there. Let's see if we can beat it. Maybe, well, 5 seconds is fun. It's great if we get a good score. So we'll see. We'll keep trying it. Maybe Britain or France here. Try southern Britain, but could easily just be France as well. And it ends up being in Britain. Okay, very nice. 4.2. Next one. No chance that we get this correct. Let's go Bulgaria here. And it ends up being in northern Spain, so it could be worse. Could certainly be worse. Next one. This one's definitely Europe. I could say like Serbia, Croatia, something like that. Ends up being in France. Actually much further west than I thought there. Okay. And the next one is USA with the no overtaking sign. So Illinois maybe. Probably further north, yeah. Kind of noticed that the vegetation was a bit more northern a bit later on there. And the last one here is, I don't know, I've thought of like Montenegro, probably South America or something though, isn't it? Yeah, actually Colombia. Okay, so 11,000. Let's do a couple more here to end off the video here. That's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. I actually like playing this game. Maybe that's the next goal. Is this Hawaii? North Mariana Islands makes a lot of sense there. I thought it might be Generation 4. But yeah, not a bad guess. We got the right, like, continent, I guess, kind of. But definitely a tough one. Okay, this one looks like Brazil, surely. Well, it could be Uganda, actually. I think they're African, right? Yeah, so it's Uganda, so, okay. Tough round, for sure. Next one. Probably Laos or Thailand, right? We have this language, so let's just go there. Probably, yeah, it was actually Laos there, so had the call, but didn't really have time to zoom into an adequate spot. I thought of like East Coast US here, maybe. Ends up being in southern Russia. This area without any meta is very, very difficult indeed. Okay, one more try. Let's see what total score we get here, and I'll end off the video there. This is gettable. I think I could figure this out with enough time. Yeah, Taiwan makes a lot of sense. Okay, one more try. One more try with a proper score, surely. Okay, this feels like France or something to me. French field. Are we right? Yes. What a guess. That's kind of good. Korea? Or like Kyrgyzstan. What? Galapagos. Well, I guess Korea, Kyrgyzstan, and Galapagos, they have about as much in common with each other as each other. So kind of makes sense that I was completely confused there. And the next one here, probably France or it could be North America actually. I don't know. Okay, what's Denmark? Okay, that makes sense. The house almost felt a bit North American to me, but Denmark definitely makes sense with the porch out the front and everything. Probably Brazil, Colombia. Go Colombia here with the fence. Was Brazil, okay. And the last one, or second last one? Yeah, last one is just somewhere in Africa, I think. Can I click it? We go in Benin, and that's actually a hilarious guess, because look at this. We're basically, you know, inside Benin. If you drew a straight line here, we'd be inside Benin. So I've never been so close guessing in Benin before, I don't think. Never. And there you have it. So a good little 11,000 point game to finish us off there at the end. Guys, if you enjoyed it, please give the video a like. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. Always helps me out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow. Yeah, so more jewels coming soon as well. Don't worry if you're hanging out for those. I felt a bit tired today again, so I wanted to wait until I was feeling a bit better. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, goodbye.